Now, we know that there are many young people out there doing positive things, and we also know that a knife does not discriminate between age or race. However, we can't ignore the fact that a significant amount of young people find themselves either the victims or perpetrators of knife crime. In fact, within our group of 19 young people from areas all across London, unfortunately nearly all of us have a story to tell which involves a knife.
There was a guy that I know that he basically carried a knife in his sock when he just went to school, and when he left school as well, because there was like different gangs that used to come about after school sometimes, and he just had it for protection really.
Leroy James, I was with him just before he ended up getting stabbed in Ponders End Park, and to believe that I left him 5 minutes in the park to come back and find out that he'd been stabbed and killed is heartbreaking, to be straight.
I actually had this childhood friend that I grew up with. I remember he told me that he used to sleep with a knife under his pillow, so he'll just be like this, sleeping like on his hand. And now he doesn't do that anymore, but he still sleeps like that because he's so used to it.
The school that I went to was probably like one of the worst in the borough. People that were younger than me, age 12 or 13, was carrying knives themselves, but I didn't look at it as the fact that it was knife crime. I looked at the fact that it was becoming fashionable.
We know that knives have become a harsh reality for many young people. But why carry one in the first place? The reasons are controversial, complex, and may be difficult for some to comprehend.
It's become acceptable amongst young people to carry knives. A knife is like, it's like a symbol of power and respect for them.
I think it boils down to one of three things. It's either fear, peer pressure, or it's just to show off.
They're scared because like if someone that they were fighting with pulled out a knife, they're gonna be like, oh, like they can pull out a knife too.
There's other guys I know, they was just carrying it for for reputation, just to make a name of themselves and just to get heard.
People have become so used to carrying knives that they don't care whether they hurt someone or not, whether they use it or not.
My parents didn't come to this country for me to die by a blade. So I think people need to wake up and realise the value of life.
I live in Peckham and I have friends who have been stabbed, and I know people who carry knives. But me personally, I've never carried a knife. And that's because I believe that ultimately it boils down to choice and the decision that you make.